Morning, guys. I'm gonna take you guys with me on a little drive, and don't worry, I am being safe, and I'm gonna do that 40 question thing. Well, some of it. I was tagged by a channel named AV. It's the letter A and the letter V, and he does like really in-depth, informative worm videos, and I love them. I've learned some new things from him, because even though I've been vermicomposting for a long time, you know, you're always learning something new. So here we go. Do I like blue cheese? Yes, I do. I like all cheeses except brie. I don't like brie. I don't know why. I don't like the flavor. But blue cheese, yes, I love blue cheese. Do I like Coke or Pepsi? I don't drink soda, but if I had to choose, I would always choose Coke. And when I did drink soda, that's what I would choose. It was always Coke. Even though I grew up in the Northeast drinking Pepsi, I don't know, I just drink Coke. And when I lived in Texas, everyone down there calls soda Dr. Pepper. If it was a Coke, it was a Dr. Pepper. I don't know, it was just a thing. Am I married? Yes. I've been with my husband 25 years, and we've been married 23 years. And it's been great. Do I like vodka, whiskey, or tequila? I like vodka. Even though I did taste some like blueberry flavored whiskey in the Smoky Mountains of Tennessee, and that was delicious. So next time I go there, I'm probably going to bring back a bottle. And do I prefer cheeseburgers or hot dogs? I prefer a cheeseburger. I like it barbecued, so it's got that like smoky flavor, and then put the cheese on top so the cheese melts. But yeah, I will always go for like a cheeseburger, obviously with all the fixins, because that's how you gotta eat them, right? And I like them. I don't like them rare, like bloody meat. I know people eat it, and you know that's up to you. Me personally, I can't eat like something like a bloody piece of meat. Like when I eat steak, it's got to be well done. If I see the blood, forget it. And what's my favorite food? Well, I like a little bit of everything, but my favorite food is the food that I grew up eating, which is Cuban food. I like, you know, the rice and the beans and the fried bananas and the pork and the yuca, which is a root vegetable that grows under the ground. And when you boil it, you eat it when it's soft, and you eat it with onions on top. That is like one of the most delicious things. Too bad it's cold where I live, because if it wasn't, I would definitely grow yuca in my garden. But anyway, that's what I have so far, and I will be back. Well, here I am in the wonderful world of Walmart. So back to the questions. What do I drink in the morning? I just like coffee. I like Cuban coffee the most. If you ever had Cuban coffee, it is delish. Can I do 100 push-ups? No. Never. Let me show you what else I come and get at Walmart occasionally. These worms are $2.74 a container, and they are Eisenia hortensia. It says it right on the box, which is a European nightcrawler. I just feel like I have to rescue them occasionally. They have them in the fridge. I don't know why, but they do. What is my nickname? Well, all of you know me as the Garden Lady, and I was given that name by someone in Texas who knew me as a gardener, and he didn't know my name, so he'd just say, oh yeah, over there, the Garden Lady. But people call me V, but my real name is Verushka. I have a Russian name, but I go by V, the letter V, so I think it's all right. Do I have tattoos? Yes. I have them on my right arm, my right shoulder, and my shoulder blade. So you will see them occasionally when I'm gardening in the summer. You know, one of them I'm still working on. I like them. I got my first tattoo after I moved out of my parents' house. Just out of respect for them, because they didn't like them, so you know, I grew up Cuban, so if mama didn't like it, you didn't do it. So, but I don't know. I love them. I think they're cute. I should get one of a worm, right? Wouldn't that be adorable? No, I don't wear glasses. I used to, and then I got LASIK surgery. Oh my gosh, that was like terrifying. But now I can see. It took about 15 minutes, and I was all right. My favorite season is autumn, fall, but I do love winter. I am one of those people, one of the few that loves winter. What's my hobby? I think you guys all know that. These things. But, you know, gardening is my hobby. I also like to crochet and sew on occasion. And I can food, you know, I don't know, there's like a million things I do. I can't specifically pick one hobby, but I guess worms is the main one. And okay, do I have any phobias? Yes. I am terrified of grasshoppers. I always have been. Not the little cute little ones, those big giant green ones that fly, or they're giant brown or orange ones. Oh my gosh. I swear, if one of those were to come at me, I don't care if the president's in front of me, I'll plow him right over. One time, a moth came at me, and I thought it was a grasshopper. And my poor husband was in front of me, and I plowed over him. I mean, he went down. He tripped over this plastic alligator that our kids had. And I'm just terrified of them. I remember as a little girl, some local kid in the neighborhood would chase me with them and try to like put them on me. So I think it comes from that. So, And what's my favorite candy? Well, I don't eat candy, but when I do, I really like Kit Kats. Kit Kats have always been my favorite. Kit Kats. Okay, next question is, do I believe in ghosts? Yes, I think there are ghosts. In one of the places that I visit frequently, I believe they're there. People have heard them. They've pulled people's hair. It's been a lot. And, you know, just a lot goes on. I don't know. I do. If someone could prove me wrong, I mean, you know, go ahead. But I do. And what was the other question? What is my biggest downfall? I think my biggest downfall is I can be kind to a lot of people, but people take advantage of me. Until I reach a point where I get like really ticked off, and then I lose my shit, you know. But people tend to take advantage of me because of my kindness, you know, and that's annoying, and it's just so wrong. People are very selfish today. But, you know, I strive not to be that way. I strive to be different and to reach out and help people as much as I can, because I know that at night I can rest my head easy knowing I did good. That's one of my downfalls. You know, another downfall I had was I was extremely addicted to McDonald's. Like, I would eat McDonald's, you know, several times a day, and it affected my health. So I haven't done that for a long time, but you know, I'm still reaping the consequences of that. So no Mickey Deenies for me. Okay, do I prefer rain or snow? I definitely prefer snow. I like snow. I'm a winter person. I just think it's so beautiful when you look out and the forest behind us is like covered in snow. It looks like a winter wonderland. It is gorgeous. Do I have any piercings? Well, other than my ears, like pierced for earrings, like no, I don't have any piercings, you know, anywhere else. You know, the next question is number 21. People hesitate to answer it, but I'm gladly answer it. How old am I? I am 49, and I will be 50 in February, the big 50. How many children do I have? I have 4. I have twin sons that are 30 years old. One of them is in Germany serving in the military, and the other one lives in Texas working in the oil fields. And I have 2 daughters. One is 22 and the other one's 18. color is burnt orange. I love orange. I even bought my car in orange. My work bag is orange. If I could color my hair orange, you know I would. Next question is, can I sing? I like to sing. I don't sing like professionally or publicly or anything. I sang in church when I was growing up. I do like to sing, and my oldest daughter, she sings really well. She sings beautiful. Actually, people wanted her to try out for American Idol, but she said she didn't want that lifestyle. But yeah, I like singing. Okay, can I whistle? No, I can't whistle. Well, the only way I can whistle a little bit is if I inhale the air, not blow out. Like, let's try it now, like inwards. Now blowing out, I can't do it. I've never been able to whistle. How did I learn, like sucking the air in? I don't know. I don't know. Where was I born? I was born in Weehawken, New Jersey. I grew up in Jersey. I am the only American born in my family. My entire family was born in Cuba. What are those men doing up there? I was born in Jersey. I'm a Jersey girl. But I haven't lived there in many, many years. After the World Trade Center blew up, my husband and I and the kids, we all just moved to Texas. We lived about 45 minutes northwest of Houston. And talk about gardening in Texas. It was really good. It was like zone 7, almost 8. You could plant tomatoes on Valentine's Day. It was so nice. But the heat was extreme in Texas. I can never grow lettuce. Lettuce would bolt constantly. So any cool season vegetables, I don't know. They just, they're iffy there. Do I have any siblings? Yes, I have 2 older brothers. I was the baby. And of course, because I was the baby and I was the only girl, I was spoiled rotten. I did get away with a lot compared to them, but at the same time I didn't, because my mother was like really on top of us. But yes, 2 older brothers. And can I cook? Yes, I can cook. My daytime job is I am a correctional cook. I cook in a jail. And I have kitchen staff that helps, and we have inmates that help us cook and help us around the kitchen, and you know, it's a great job. I love my job. A lot of people ask me if I'm safe. No one's ever 100% safe. When I walk in those doors, I never know what's going to happen, but you know, I have a lot of faith in God, and I just pray for my safety every day, and I know my family does too, and I really love my job. But I love YouTube also, so maybe someday if I get monetized and I can make money on YouTube, then I'll leave my correctional cooking job. But at the same time, I don't even know if I would do that, because I just really like it. I'm one of the few people that I can honestly say that I really like my job. So I'm back home now. Let's take a walk in the garden while I finish these questions. Can I swim? Yes. I love swimming. I've been swimming in pools in the ocean for a long time. Am I religious? Well, I believe in God. I believe in God. Am I a regular churchgoer? No. I used to be, but just a lot of drama and a lot of things happen there, so. But do I believe in God? Yes, I believe in God. Do I prefer a shower or a bath? I definitely prefer a shower, but I don't mind getting in a hot tub. Like when we go to the Smoky Mountains, the hot tubs are really nice there. They're nice. Do I prefer city or nature? Definitely nature, as you can see. I live by nature. And am I a good friend? Yes, I'm a very good friend. But people love to take advantage of me, and I don't know why. Maybe someday I'll find a friend that really won't. But for now, I got you, all you YouTube guys, and my worms, and my husband, you know, my family. But that's all right. I'm all right. Have I ever broken a bone? Not like an arm or a leg that I needed a cast or anything. I did fracture my ankle a teeny bit, but I was in one of those boot things, so I don't really consider that a broken bone. But other than that, no. How many TVs do I have? I don't even know. One, two. I don't watch TV. I only watch TV when I can have YouTube on it or Netflix or my phone, but I don't have time for TV. So whether they're in their house or not, or they stay there or not, I really don't care. What is my worst pain ever? Well, I did have something called a pilomidal cyst on my tailbone. That was excruciating, even compared to childbirth. Childbirth was nothing compared to that pain of that thing. Oh yeah. Do I like to dance? Yes, absolutely. I love dancing. I'm Cuban. All Cuban people dance. We just do. We love dancing. Do I prefer to camp or fish? Well, I like camping, but I also like fishing. So when I go camping, I usually go fishing. But when I go camping a lot, I'm always looking for Bigfoot. I'm one of those Bigfoot hunters, you know. It's just one of my hobbies. Am I weird? Yes, I'm very weird. Hey, I'm a Bigfoot hunter. I raise worms. Of course I'm weird. That's okay to be weird. So now it says that I have to ask some YouTubers to answer the same questions. I don't know if I'm going to ask 6 of them. You know, you don't have to participate in this. It's just for fun. So I'll put the links down below, but there's one named Gardening with Barchuckin. I'm curious to see what he answers. And there's AJ's Green Topics. You know, I'm not sure if he'll answer, but I'll think of some more and I'll link them all down below. Anyway, guys, thanks for tagging me, AV, and this was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care.